Hi, and welcome back to episode 4, which is all about personalizing your Slack experience. In this episode, we'll talk about setting up more granular notifications, how to save items for later, different features that allow you to communicate flexibly, updating your profile and status, and lastly, my favorite feature, Workflow Builder, which is a tool to help automate processes. Some quick level setting. Here's where we are in the exclusive NWS Chat 2.0 Slack video series. This is episode 4. It's all about personalizing your Slack experience. Let's revisit notifications. We've already reviewed notification basics in episode 3. During this episode, we'll review how to set channel-specific notifications to ensure you never miss an important message. Let's take things up a notch and customize notifications at the channel level. If we open up a channel by clicking on its name at the very top of Slack, we can modify the channel notifications. By default, Slack will notify you anytime someone mentions your name or tags a user group you're in or an entire channel. But you can change these settings to ensure Slack notifies you of all messages, which might be important and necessary if it's your primary WFO. This is great if you want to be alerted around weather warnings for your county. During active weather, I'd recommend changing the channel notification settings to all messages. That way, Slack will notify you even if your name isn't specifically mentioned. Note, this is only achievable via the Slack app, not the browser. Conversely, you can mute a channel if you'd like to minimize notifications from that channel. Muted channels won't appear as bold when there's unread activity, letting you read through them at your own convenience. If someone mentions your username or a designated keyword in these channels, don't worry, you'll still receive a badge on a muted channel in these instances. You might do this with a neighboring WFO. That way you can keep an eye on it on your sidebar, but you won't be notified of any new messages. And remember, you can always unmute a channel by following the same process. Next, we'll ensure how to save items for later to ensure you never miss an important message. This happens to me a lot. There are a couple of great ways to triage things in Slack. My favorite way to do this is by hovering over any message or file in Slack and saving it for later. This is great if you need to take action on something or if you just want to keep a running to-do list. Let's hop into Slack so I can show you. Let's take a look at this post. Since I don't have time to read it right now, I'm going to save it for later. If I hover over the message and select the Save for Later ribbon, the message will appear in the Later area of my sidebar. This area is only visible to me and has a list of items I want to keep an eye on. If I'd like to get a proactive notification from Slack about the item, I can hover over it and ask Slack to remind me at a certain time. Whether you're just saving items to review at your leisure or want Slack to proactively notify you about those items, you'll find them all in the Later area. Note, you won't see the Later area on your sidebar until you've saved an item. Go ahead and pause this video to give it a try. Next, we'll talk about all the different ways you can communicate in Slack. How you send messages is totally up to you. Let's review how this looks. Slack gives you 3 communication tools to choose from. Sending messages in channel is the primary tool, but I also want to teach you about scheduled sends, clips, and huddles. Scheduled send is a real game changer when you have an important message to share in Slack, but it's not the best time to send it. Click the arrow to the right of the paper plane icon, then select a date and time in the future, and your message will be sent. The message will send at the selected time, whether you're at your desk or on the go. I might have an important update for my partners in the evening, but I want it to land in Slack at 10 a.m., not 10 p.m. If you want to share information in a more personal way, you can send a video message. Beyond being more personal than text, Slack clips offer a flexible alternative to meetings because others can watch when it's convenient for them. This is especially true when it can be difficult or impossible to schedule a time that works for both you and your partners. Clips are a great way to communicate forecast updates while sharing your screen. One of my favorite ways to work in Slack is by using a Slack huddle. This is like a Slack call that you can make right within a channel. Huddles are super lightweight and great for a quick chat. You can communicate with just audio, or you can turn your video on too. To start or join a huddle, you'll toggle on the huddle button in the top right of your screen. Everyone who's in that channel will be notified a huddle is starting if they'd like to join. Keep an eye out for expanded huddle capabilities in the future. Let's take a look at how forecasters are using Slack clips in the WFO Tampa, Florida channel. Here we can see a clip from Austin, who shares his screen to walk through a forecast. When watching a clip, you can enable transcriptions and adjust the playback speed. To create a clip yourself, just select the video icon in your formatting bar. You can even send an audio-only clip if you prefer. Next, we'll talk about updating your profile and setting a status. Updating a profile is an important part of your Slack experience because a clear, high-quality picture is going to help other people know who they're working with. Some information is already populated, like your name and title. To make adjustments, select your profile photo in the bottom left of Slack, click on Profile, and then click Edit Profile. While you can't adjust how your name appears in Slack, I highly recommend changing the customizable options, like adding a photo to help folks recognize who they're working with. Some offices have chosen to upload specific banners or colors like bright green to indicate their user type. Updating your status in Slack helps your colleagues and partners know what you're up to and when you'll be slow to respond whenever you step away from Slack. You can use the custom status in Slack to manage your coworkers' and partners' expectations. Your Slack status is also an easy way to share what you're working on or whom coworkers should contact in your absence. To do this, just find your profile photo in the bottom left and adjust the status field. The last topic we'll review to help personalize your Slack experience is Workflow Builder. This is a no-code tool that can help automate processes in Slack. Workflows can automatically send messages, collect information, and help you better manage requests. Here are a few examples of how weather service forecasters are utilizing Workflow Builder today. In the WFO Albany channel, forecasters have set up an automated message that goes out on a custom schedule sharing the latest weather story. Additionally, some forecasters have created forms to collect other forms of outreach from emergency managers. And lastly, workflows can be set up to automatically forward information to the right place in people and welcome people when they join new channels. In this demo, we'll take a look at how to build a workflow to automate a scheduled message. To open Workflow Builder, select National Weather Service in the top left of your screen, then navigate to Tools and Settings and select Workflow Builder. Select the Create Workflow green button to get started. I recommend leaning on Workflow Builder templates, so go ahead and select Send a Scheduled Message. This will allow us to create a message that goes out at the same date and time each day or each week. After selecting Use Template, adjust when you'd like your message to go out, what channel you'd like it to go to, and what you'd like it to say. After publishing your workflow, all you have to do is sit back, relax, and let Slack do the work. To make adjustments or unpublish your workflow, simply navigate back to Workflow Builder. Unpublishing a workflow won't delete it, it'll just pause all workflow activity. Keep an eye out for additional Workflow Builder resources and templates. The sky is the limit with this feature. Let's wrap up episode 4. First, ensure your notifications, profile, and status are set up, specifically for any WFO channels or weather warnings you want to proactively monitor. Next, lean on the Save for Later function to save items or set reminders for yourself. Use Slack audio and video clips, scheduled send, and huddles to communicate flexibly, depending on your preference. And finally, lean on Workflow Builder templates to automate routine tasks. With Slack, you'll find that a little bit of thoughtful customization goes a long way. Next up in this video series is our final episode, full of helpful resources and next steps, so be sure to check it out. Don't forget to make Slack your own, and I'll see you there.